The 11 victims of Saturday's stabbing spree were rushed to Munson Medical Center for treatment. That night, they were all in serious or critical condition, but by Sunday afternoon, one patient had already been released, and the others were expected to survive and continue to improve today. That recovery is a testament to the chain of care from the field through transport and the trauma response of teams at Munson Medical Center. We're joined now by the president of Munson Medical Center, Joe Hershey. He's the president of the center. Joe, thanks so much for joining us, and thank you for the brave and skilled work of your teams.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course, of course. First, we want to start, you said in a press conference yesterday in coordination with the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Department that you activated a trauma protocol for this mass casualty event. Can you walk us through what happens when you get that call that you're going to have a flood of traumatic patients coming into your hospital? What sort of happens there?
Sure. On Saturday afternoon, we were alerted of the incident by way of communications in the field from emergency medical services. We were briefed over the radio, and we were informed as to how many people would be brought to the medical center, the type of injuries that they had sustained, and an overview of the level of care that they may require once they arrived. That immediately calls for us to activate our trauma team. As a level 2 trauma center, we have personnel on site that includes surgical nurses, trauma surgeons, and other skilled healthcare professionals. They immediately went and opened up our operating room suites, in addition to preparing the trauma bays located inside the Munson Medical Center emergency department to receive all 11 of the victims that were involved in the incident.
What's going through your head as you start to set your people up to succeed here?
Yeah, appreciate that. Things unfolded very, very quickly, as they readily do when there is an incident of this magnitude and this many people involved in an injury or an incident. And that being said, as an administrator, as an executive, you immediately start to think about, are there barriers that I need to help remove or resolve, and how quickly can we get patients to the various venues inside the medical center of where their care would be provided. And that immediately calls for additional operating room suites to be opened, care team members, surgical nurses, our ability to coordinate the delivery of blood products in the event that there is a mass transfusion needed. In this situation, we had blood products readily on hand, and we were able to safely administer any and all blood transfusion that was needed. And then the ability to just safely receive such a large influx of injured patients at one time. So as an administrator, as an executive, you immediately start to think about placement and having the space readily available and open for patients to land, as we say, to land on site after being brought in by emergency medical services.
What does it say about the people that you have employed at your hospital to be able to take in patients of that caliber needing that kind of care and to have them have almost completely positive outcomes even a day later? What does that say about your team?
So very proud of our team, so very proud of the culture that we have. More than anything, we practice, we rehearse, we participate in trauma-related and emergent-related drills throughout the course of the year. So when it does come time to activate and execute, we have full confidence in our allied health professionals, our trauma surgeons, and others that they can respond immediately, we can activate, and we can expedite access to the OR, to our various medical imaging modalities, and other interventional services that are required during a high acuity emergent situation.
It really seems like that training paid off in this circumstance to the benefit of a number of people in that community. Joe, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and thank you once again for the skilled work of your teams. It really made a difference for a lot of people's lives this week.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Thank you. Stay with News 8 for continuing coverage of the Walmart stabbing as the case plays out in court. Again, Gilly is charged with 11 counts of assault with intent to murder and 1 count of terrorism.